This is Elizabeth, Eddie's sister, and I'm Eddie's mom, Esther. And we are just commemorating Eddie's birthday. It would have been his 31st birthday. And
we just want to share some memories that we have and how we feel and everything. Basically an update video, which we never did. So, yeah. We're just trying to, like, tell everybody how we feel, especially since it's on Eddie's birthday, and we just want to come together and just tell everybody how we feel about everything and how, yeah.
Just remember Eddie. We love him. We miss him. Eddie was always so full of life. He was always so much fun to be around. He was always so positive, cheerful. He was a little comedian. Kept us laughing. And I remember last Mother's Day,
he got you
Eddie
flowers.
got me
like 12?
6 dozen roses. He and Michael put up together and got me 6 dozen roses. And I remember I went to the supermarket and I said, you know what, I don't think these boys have any money, or they probably didn't remember Mother's Day, so I bought myself a dozen roses.
Never forget.
So I'm coming home with a dozen roses, and Eddie comes out to the car and gives
you
one rose.
And then you go inside.
And I said, oh, thank you. And I was so happy and hiding the dozen I bought. But I said, well, he gave me a rose, so that's great. Eddie always remembered these things. When I walked inside, there was 6 dozen roses, minus the one on the table. Beautiful roses.
Displayed.
And I'm like, Eddie and Michael, why did you all go overboard? Why did you spend so much money on roses? They said, it's to you, Mom. You are the best. You deserve it. And I said, wow, I've never been, around so many roses all at the same time.
It was like lilies and different types.
And yeah, Eddie had a special florist he used to work with. And she would fix the best roses.
He would plan for like 2 weeks before.
The best bouquets. And he would order his roses, and he brought them, and they were the best.
Oh,
and I thank God for those memories, because even though I thought he did too much and bought too many and so on, the memories are priceless. I just miss Eddie so much. I love him. I know Michael misses him. Matthew, Aaron, Jeremy, and Beth here. We miss him so much. And as Beth always says, each of us had a different relationship with Eddie. Eddie was
a father figure, a father. In my opinion, he was a father. And he was a father to basically anybody he knew, especially his friends and his family. He was a father. He just went... He did anything possible. He would pick me up from school and then be like, oh yeah, you have to talk to your teacher. He'll talk to my teacher, be like a father. They're like, oh, is that your father? No, that's my brother. But he's my oldest brother. But yeah, it was really nice. Like, I just remember so many memories with him. Like, I would go after school and I would go straight into his room and he would be like, hey Liz, you want to watch this? You want to watch that? I'll be like, sure. And I'll just sit there for like over, not even a joke, like 4 hours just sitting there talking with him. Because I always wonder stuff and I always have like random questions that I don't get off my chest, I guess. And I just keep to myself. And Eddie was the one I could like confide in and just ask questions about, oh, how do you feel about this? If you can move here, if you this, whatever. What do you plan about your children? And I'll just ask anything on my mind. And he really understood that. And I really appreciate that relationship. Like, I never had a relationship with anyone like that. And I miss it. Like, after he passed, like, it hit me. I don't have that anymore. And it hurts, and everything. You guys can probably tell. But, yeah, it was like, I don't have that.
And as you mentioned children, I remember once Eddie wrote an essay in school, and he brought home all his papers, and as I was reading this essay, he said in it that I never want children because I have changed too many Pampers, and I do not want to change any more Pampers. And he had 5 siblings, and he was the oldest, and he changed a whole lot of Pampers.
I remember.
Because after Michael, there was a 7-year difference. So he was older, and he was able to help me a lot with the other
cleaning and
children.
Stuff like that.
And with the diaper, changing Pampers.
Was the main one.
So I told him, I kept that letter, that essay, I folded it up, and I told him, I said, Eddie, I will present you with this on your wedding day. And let your wife read it on your wedding day.
And see what she thinks about
so
that.
Whenever I saw that letter,
you would bring it up.
I would bring it up, and we would all laugh and talk and
And
joke.
he actually said one time, he's like, I never wrote that. I was like, it's your handwriting. It has your name. You could tell you wrote it as a child. And he's like, I don't follow by that. I'm like, you wrote that.
Yeah. And even though Eddie never had children, even though Eddie did not get married as yet, Eddie was a father to so many, you know, of his siblings and nephews and nieces, and he was always there for them, and kind-hearted and giving, and his friends' kids, and everybody loved him. Everybody loved Eddie.
Yeah, you could come home and you'll be like feeling down, and then Eddie will be like, hey, and just do a random voice, and you're like, what? I remember one time he took me out to Taco Bell, like for no reason, just took me out, and then he just started making all these jokes, and it brought you up. Like, there's no one that I could think of that's like that. Like, I know a whole lot of people too. Like, I have 1,000 friends basically, but it's like Eddie, he was a one-of-a-kind. That's what I'm basically trying to say. He was a one-of-a-kind, powerful young man who was respectable. My mom makes sure that we all grow up with respect, not to treat men or women disrespectful. And Eddie was the most respectful man I've ever had. I have to say, he was like one of the, other than my friends, like, what am I talking about? Okay, Eddie was like one of the most respectable people. Like, I have a few, okay, well, never mind. I'll just stop. But yeah, he's really respectful. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It was terrible.
Yes, Eddie definitely was. And it's hard even saying was.
Yeah.
Because up to this time, we have been unable to do anything with his room. We just have it the same way. His smell is still in the room. His essence is in the room. Even though he's not there literally, we could go in there and see sometimes you think, oh, Eddie is in there. You open the door and you go in, and everything is in place, but Eddie is not there. But in many ways, he's still with us.
Yeah.
He's still with us. We feel his presence with us.
Just like anything, like, I had a tooth problem, and I was crying. I was like, oh, my tooth, something happened with it, and I was crying. I was like, my beauty's gone. And then I thought, and I was like, I'm like, first of all, my brother passed away. I'm crying about a tooth. And then I thought, he would tell me, it doesn't matter. Like, you're still beautiful, and he'll make me feel better. You know? Like, it's just that.
And there's nothing.
His words stay with you. Like, what he tells you.
Yeah, the dentist could fix it too. But Eddie.
I don't like the dentist.
Anyway, we love Eddie and we miss him. We miss him so bad. And he used to do a lot of comedy acts, and he was a little comedian, and he would put on funny glasses
he was
and
there with the
hunch
hat.
his back
like this,
and
hey,
come
sweetie, hey, sweetheart. I'm like, my mom's like, hey. He's like,
you knew it was Eddie, but then the voice wasn't Eddie, and the face.
It was funny. Like, I could never, ever in my life, like, I personally, like, I just get in this mode where I just get random, because I'm really random, but I'll, like, put on, like, the weirdest makeup. Like, I'll do my eyeliner, like, really, like, out there for a joke when we're at home and everything, but I could never, like, think of putting a hat and sunglasses and hunching or stuff like that. I can never do that.
Yeah.
We gotta take this part out of the video.
Eddie. We miss Eddie.
Okay. I wonder if we got it. So yes. Oh, we have to talk about how we feel. So today is his birthday, as we said in the beginning of the video, and he would have been 31. Okay, so yeah, we just feel that we just want to remember Eddie in every way possible. We'll be posting more videos
of Eddie.
We'll post more pictures
and some of his videos that he made.
Can we put some of his favorite music?
For the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. And some of them in which he spoke, said, you know, he would respond to emails and to text messages and so on. And
updates. We'll just post like...
We just want to see as much of him as possible and hear his voice again.
And he has a fan page on Facebook. It's Eddie Dwyer. You can see a picture of him. Beautiful picture. He also has a YouTube page. If you guys ever want to check out a video of Eddie, type in Eddie Dwyer in real time, spaces of course, and his videos will come up and keep loading them. And that's how you can watch Eddie.
Say that again. Eddie Dwyer in real...
Eddie Dwyer in real time. His name is EDDIE space DWYER in real time.
And he's on Twitter too.
He's on Twitter. His name... It was his personal Twitter. Oh. No, he actually had a public Twitter. It was Eddie in real time also. So,
okay.
But yeah, check out his Facebook page, and we try to help everybody out as much as we can. I need to be on Facebook more, but yes.
We love you and we thank you. We just want to thank everyone
for the support.
All his friends on Facebook. Just supporting Eddie throughout the years of his journey with cancer. We just want to thank everyone at the Cancer Treatment Centers of America in Philadelphia. He had, everyone there was like family, and it's the same on Facebook. Everyone became part of Eddie's family. And you were there for him, and we just want to thank you, the doctors, the nurses, everyone who was there, the schedulers, and everybody was there. Transportation, everybody was there.
Even the custodian, she was beautiful. She was amazing,
yes.
Rosa.
Yes,
yeah, everybody there is genuinely kind and courteous. Like everything, even for the transportation people. Can't find out public transportation now.